And here's a video review of Beast Wars Neo Destron Leader Magmatron. As you can see, Magmatron's actually made up of 3 different dinosaurs. The Raptor over here, the Plesiosaur, one of my personal favorites, and this Pteranodon, pterodactyl looking thing. It actually looks more like a Quetzalcoatlus, to the best I can tell. So we'll call him a Quetzalcoatlus. Qualtus, however they say it, Quetzalcoatlus. Yeah, there we go, Quetzalcoatlus. Took me a second. Now there is a combined dinosaur mode that sucks so much that I'm not even going to show it. I mean, it's basically you open this up and attach him back here, and then attach the bird on top of him, and then there, a giant mishmash of dinosaurs. We're not going to do that because it's kind of lame. Now they all have some sort of spring-loaded gimmick in their dinosaur mode. The Plesiosaur, if you squeeze his back fins, his front fins make kind of a swimming motion. The Quetzalcoatlus, if you pull on his tail, his wings flap. And then the Raptor has a spring-loaded headpiece. Talks like that, and he's actually already got one inside of him. There are missiles that store here in the Plesiosaur. You can see one's already missing. There's the other one that can go in his mouth when you pull this back far enough. It shoots the missile. And then when you're done, you can store it right here in the Plesiosaur, which is pretty cool. And they all have some sort of missile tucked away. Raptor's missile you're only going to use really in robot mode. It won't fit in his mouth in Raptor mode. It's a sword blade for a sword. Quetzalcoatlus here does have these red missiles, and again, you mostly want to use these if you're using the weapon as a launcher in robot mode. They will fit in his mouth here in dinosaur mode, but it kind of gives him a Gene Simmons-esque molesto tongue here, so really doesn't work as well as the Plesiosaur missiles in Dino mode. Alright, but to get started, turn him into a robot, go ahead and pop out these back robot feet and fold them down around his dinosaur feet, like that, and then fold these pieces up between his toes and flip the heel out. Now we'll do the same over here. Oh, and then reach up here and flip out this kind of back thigh piece right there. Do the same over on this leg. Flip out that, and reach up here and flip out that. And we kind of have his robot mode legs. Then we go ahead and come under here, spread the hips out a little bit and pop this piece off. Bring the tail up and around like that. And then again, you'll see there is a missile stored in there. You want to go ahead and dump that out. Looks more like a blade. And then go ahead and close that piece up and plug it right in there like that. Then you want to pull up this chest piece down and rotate it around. First off, before you do that, before you rotate that, you want to pull out his neck piece. That's the launcher bit that's going to become his weapon in robot mode. Then you want to rotate this chest piece around, rotate the Raptor head to the side, and then flip it down like that. Then you want to take these hip pieces here and push them in together and snap them together like that, and then peg the tail piece onto those, and that's pretty much all we're going to do to that part of his body for now. And you want to come around here with the Quetzalcoatlus, lift his feet up like that, pull his whole body down, and there you'll see Magmatron's face. You want to bring his dinosaur neck up kind of like this for the time being. Lift his tail flap up. I'm going to snap this piece all the way down like that, so snap that up. Then you're going to take this, and there's a peg here and a peg here that go in this hole and up in this hole respectively, and then there's a tab here on his bird neck that's going to snap into the chest plate, and it's a whole lot easier if you snap that peg in first and then peg it all together peg in there, get that peg in there. Well, pegging this guy together can be very much of a pain. Push his chest back, peg that piece in, peg that piece into his dinosaur neck. There we go. Nope. Almost had you there, didn't we? Oh, we want to open these panels here on the side of his body as well. I'll fold them all the way down against his legs. There we go. There we go. Once you get everything all together, it should stay together fairly well. And fold that bird head down. And then, once you get that done, you want to come around here. Plesiosaur. Set him off to the side. You can see him kind of coming together. You want to lift up the plesiosaur's tail. Lift this up. Then this bottom piece right here, you pull up this notch and slide it forward, and this whole piece comes off. You want to go ahead and fold these pieces in. Fold these fins around like this to the front here, and we'll set that aside for the time being. Then in here you want to lift up these panels, flip out his arms here. I'll flip this panel all the way around like that. Flip out his hands, and then you want to flip out this panel right here on his right arm, or his left arm, I guess. Right, if you're looking at it from the front. You're going to flip this out like this, so it's going to make that a lot easier. And then you snap. This tab goes in the peg in the middle. This arm's going to fold around and tab on. And then this peg right here goes right into a slot on the back of his chest. So first off, just snap him onto the back of the bird here. You can plug this one in at the same time, and then fold this one in and tab it on under there. And now he's got his arms. Then you want to take these raptor arms, fold them back around. They can kind of grab onto the back of the plesiosaur there. Do that again. And then you want to take this, fold that down over the robot, the other tail. Take these bird legs and have them tab onto his chest there like that. And again, that can take some doing as well, just getting everything positioned right, but you'll eventually get it set up right. And just tab it all together. There we go. And then you want to fold this down in the back here. I usually fold these pieces all the way down and around, and then just kind of twist his neck up here, however you way to get all that plesiosaur neck out of the way. And you want to feed his plesiosaur head up through here, over his shoulder, and it pegs in right here on his chest. And again, you can position this however you want. I just usually fold it however it stays out of the way. And there he's got, I love how you can see like all three of his dino mode heads in robot mode, which I think is pretty cool. And then take this shield piece right here, and there's a slot on his arm. You just want to fold this down, fold his arm in a little bit. Just peg it right in like that. So he's got a shield, and then you want to take the neck piece we removed earlier. And again, this is where you can open these up like this and fold this handle down and make it, and you can hold it in his hand as a gun. And that's where you want to use the red missiles here as a gun. But what I like to do is just use that already built handle there. Fold these up and put this blade in. You can see it's more of a sword. And then there's a little, just slide it in between his thumb and his fingers, and then there's a little peg on the bottom of it that you can peg into his hand. There we go. You peg into his hand, and then I just fold those pieces up, and he can hold it as a sword. So he's definitely armed. Now also, he does still have the missiles and the shield. They don't fire, but you can pretend that, maybe this shield fires a gun out of it. on top of just being a defensive shield. But I like the sword and shield combo on him here. Takes some doing to get everything pegged together. Once you get everything pegged together, it stays pretty well. It's just a matter of finding the right position for everything. But there you have Magmatron in robot mode. And just a quick comparison here with Big Convoy. He's a little taller at the head than Big Convoy. Obviously, Big Convoy's a little taller here because of the way I've got his gun positioned, but or if you count the top of his antlers, they're a little bit high. Well, no, I guess even they don't come up quite to his the Quetzalcoatl claws. But there you have it. And he's a great figure. I love the Beast Wars, the Japanese Beast Wars characters. I may have to get Galvatron and Leo Convoy at some point. But this guy is definitely really cool. Kind of a pain to get transformed all the way, but definitely a neat effect when he's all done and put together. I guess my only real complaint about him would be that he doesn't have any sort of thigh swivel, so his legs are fixed like that. You can't rotate his feet out a little bit for a slightly more dynamic pose, which is a shame. But other than that, he's really cool, and I love the way he all kind of comes together that way. So you have it, Beast Wars Neo Magmatron.